ask you, think back to when you were a kid. So as a child, what was your personality like? And any of that sort of inform the choices that you've made in your career, do you think, today?
Right. Oh, I'm smiling because it's actually really nice to think about what you were like as a kid. You know, well, I grew up in the north of Scotland, so I had a lovely childhood actually, growing up by the sea, and I'm the youngest of 4 children by quite a bit. So my 2 sisters and my brother are much older than me, which meant I grew up almost like an only child. So I would have spent a lot of time at home, you know, on my own, because where we lived, we didn't have too many other people around us. So I think that led me to actually be quite creative. So if I think about what I did when I was a kid, I spent a huge amount of time in make-believe games. And I would, you know, just play very much on my own. And apparently my mum has this memory of me outside the front of our house on the fence. And I used to have an old horse's saddle and reins, couldn't think of the word. And I used to sit on this fence with the reins in my hands. And in my head, I was going all around the world. So I spent a lot of time thinking up games. And I spent a lot of time doing artwork and projects and things. And I think if I think that how that translates into my work today, I love the creative side of my work, and I love thinking up new exercises, or how could we bring this to life, and what might that look like. So I can absolutely see that link. The other thing that has come to mind, and I'm actually thinking of in a previous podcast that you've done with Jen Rolfe, and thinking about messaging around, you know, girls and boys and things like that. I can remember at the end of the day very often saying to my mum and dad, have I been good today? Have I been good? And looking for reassurance. And I think that's something that I carried into my working life as well, looking for affirmation, looking for feedback that I was doing a good job. Am I pleasing people? And I know from a lot of the research that I do, or the people I work with, many of us have that, we want to keep everyone happy, want to please people. And I'm actually trying to rebel a little bit against that. So of course, you know, I like to be liked, and I want to do a really great job. But I think sometimes that means we have to speak up about things, or we have to be honest about what we think. And if we disagree with somebody, people might not always like that.
Yeah.
And that's okay, you know? So yeah, that's something that I'm aware of, and I can see how it can impact, you know, how we are as adults.